food wastage has also contributed to insecurity of food, as the World Food Programme estimated about 1.3 billion tons of food produced is never consumed. Meanwhile, farmers in Nigeria said about 75% of annual produce is wasted because of inadequate preservation and storage facilities. However, this has created business in the line of food processing, and one of the common crops for processing has been tomatoes.
When we built the factory, having in mind backward integration direct to do our production, but halfway to our commissioning, we found out that the system on the ground didn't support backward integration. So we have to do with imported concentrate and continue to tell whoever wants to know that there's a need for us to use our own tomatoes to do the production. But because of the fact that importers were used to import and imported products, it gives us special joy. We Nigerians generally belongs to, this is made in China, made in America, made in India, even some countries that were far, far above in rating in economy. Now they turn back, we are praising their product as against our own, because nobody was ready to support our own country. Most people that want to support this economy are not supported by by way of supporting money, finance. If you don't give me good finance, how can I operate? So we started with actually imported concentrate, and halfway, all through, we are having difficulties still, because our factory is 450,000 metric tons per annum. And since we installed this factory, we never do 20%, more than 20% of our factory installation. We never produced because of challenges of dumping. We produce, we can't sell, we don't have the same money to operate. When our own production cost is high, the dumping foreign one is less. Moreover, the one they dump is not even good quality. If it's good quality, they wouldn't have said dumping it on us.
The Standard Organization of Nigeria says it has heard these complaints before and that the former measures have not been as effective as projected, and so there's a new system.
The new measures we're trying to use, first of all, is in trying to engage the foreign countries from which these products are coming into Nigeria. We're trying to engage them in discussions and in reciprocal measures. As for instance, we've had negotiations with the Chinese authorities responsible for quality regulation, and we're asking them to help us to stem the inflow of these products into Nigeria, and so also other Asian countries and even European countries. That is one. We have the challenge of not being able to stop these things when they come to our seaports. We're talking to government to reposition the Standards Organization so that it will be able to dictate these products when they come into the country and at the earliest opportunity prevent their circulations. But critically, we want to make dealing in substandard products in Nigeria unattractive to those who peddle them. We want to make the environment unattractive for them so that local industry can thrive. And so we've created platforms. There is the e-registration platform for people who bring in products into this country that whose quality have been verified, to register these products online. And when you do that, we've provided product identification and authentication materials now, so that if your products are registered, you will be able to display broadly on your shop front that this is a shop that is dealing in products that have been verified by S1. And then for product authentication and security, we are also providing seals with barcoding, so that people, first of all, an ordinary person who does not know the technical components of the product, but when you pick up this product and you see that it is accompanied by a proper seal from the Standards Organization of Nigeria, you should have a presumption that that product has been verified. And then again, there's going to be an application that everybody can download on the phone. As for instance, this microphone, you want to buy one, you'll see a barcode in there. You just flash your phone on it, and it will capture the hidden codes there. And within 5 seconds, it should be able to give you a verification whether this product is good or not, whether it has been verified or not.
But beyond dumping, manufacturers say funding is also a challenge.
When we couldn't get money to do what they call tomato refinery last year, we've been shouting all the 4 years. So with this little support we got, after we developed our technology to make from farm to pest, what we did is that we devised local means to preserve those excess in the north that are usually 75%. We reduce it about 60%, and the remaining 15%, that's what we are still using now to produce.
Dealers in cocoa, coffee, and tea also face discouraging factors.
The sad thing is that you go to our supermarkets and you find imported cocoa powder. In other words, cocoa powder that has been made from Nigerian cocoa beans that were exported to Holland and Belgium and was processed to cocoa powder. With respect to the coffee, the quality of the coffee and the quantity is so minimal right now in Nigeria because most farmers have completely neglected coffee. They don't see it as a cash crop and have moved into subsistence farming in other things. Several months ago, we were up in Mambila Plateau, and you can see all the Arabica coffee trees that are completely neglected, too old, and even the processing of the coffee that's done once they they pick the ripe berry is also very basic. That does not allow the right quality of coffee to be created.
It is for these reasons that the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment set up a meeting with captains of industries, most of whom are manufacturers. Here, he is given even more insight into the plight of manufacturers in the country.
We all know the state of our roads in Nigeria. Honorable Minister, we are asking, is there anything that could be done to help alleviate the problem manufacturers are having currently in transporting their goods across Nigeria?
Government should make FX much easier. FX transactions should be much easier for the 41 items.
Lack of demand. Most of us work at around 20%, 25% have never worked more than that capacity. And that comes a lot because of importation and whatever. So our recommendation and suggestion is local content for the entire country. What we are talking is, at this present moment as we are talking, we have 5 different initiatives, one for construction, one for oil and gas, one for IT, one for the power sector, and one for the automobile.
And so the minister has his hands full with demand for practical solutions to these requests. He decides to react first to the local content issue.
Local content is a problem for whose solution, the solution is now. You know, the timing to deal with it is now, because everybody agrees we need to do more about local content. The National Assembly is working on it. The executive branch is very interested in it. The players want to source locally, and people want to be patronized locally. So I hear the point about why don't we aggregate everything we're doing so there's an umbrella local content legislation, or maybe not even legislation, enablement so that it can happen. We as a ministry will do our part.
Then other matters receive his attention.
Like he said in his speech, we plan to connect the entire country and states through railways. We are in the process of doing the railway going from Lagos to the north, and then also from Lagos to the east, and then to the south, and so the whole country you're going to have railway revamped and rebuilt. Given where we are now, and even if you funded the budget to the tune of the borrowings that were planned for, there's also the revenue generation challenge because of the state of the economy. And therefore, we are committed to doing everything possible. Because it's a win-win situation. The economy is expanded or meant to work better. People pay more, they pay their taxes, more revenues are generated, and everybody is happy.
It is at times like this that one remembers the days when almost every residential compound had a garden, even if it's only for vegetables. Now, could those little gardens have made a difference at a time like this? Let's know what you think about this on Big Story. I'm Ini John Mekwa.